continue now. Alrighty, so, sad. You finish apartment shopping, and people who you leave behind look confused and sad. What do you do next?
You know, I actually want to find somebody.
Okay, who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Andy.
Okay, where would you like to go looking for him?
Probably Elysium. Otherwise, yeah, I think that would be
There is
probably
an
my first step.
Elysium here, there is the Toreador party place, and there's the Princess
The
Tower.
official one. The
Okay.
official one. Well, actually, I'll go to
Not
the
the Princess Tower anymore.
yeah, I know. So there's the official one. There's the Toreador one. Was there a third one, or did I
The
misread?
tower is the third one. The official one is the Gangrel one. That's the honest to God Elysium as far as there is one.
Right. Would I even know if, like, I don't think the Venture / Toreador even hang out in the official one, right? Is that a thing?
Not generally.
Like, as
You
much?
have been all of once to the official Elysium, and Gretchen and her people were there when you went there to report to your quote-unquote primogen.
I guess I would. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess I'd just probably go to the official one first, see like if I can find Andy. Then like try the other ones. I guess.
Okay. Why don't
Maybe
we
ask
do it
around.
this way? Give me wits politics at 6.
What's politics? Sure, why not? Let's see here. I actually have politics.
Mm-hmm. You do.
Unlike somebody.
You don't necessarily know where Andy would be, but you're pretty sure that he was trying to make a bid for the princedom due to everything that happened, and he ended up with egg all over his face. You're not sure he's gonna be in really public spaces where the people who fucked him over and beat him are gonna be.
Yeah, true.
Especially since he's a went-through.
I'll visit the Toreador if I can at least give him a, say hi. Come, why not? I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Even, do you at all care about Abraham in a really cuddly, close to the heart, important person? Okay, then no aspects roll.
Wow.
Not a little.
Wow. I feel important, clearly.
Look, you might have made your way up there if you weren't just such a two-timing jerk.
Okay, so you walk into the Toreador place.
Little girl begs you not to kill the poor vampire. You just blow her head off. Yeah, she doesn't care too much about you.
So, right now there are 4 Toreador in there, and one of them is performing accompanied by several what you assume are mortals. It's some sort of ballet number.
I see. Is it a good performance, or is it shit?
Roll perception academics. Do you have academics?
Good joke. No. Guess, like...
It seems like she's doing okay.
At 6 difficulty, I had 3 successes. Sure.
Yeah, you can't really tell without any academics, but it seems good as far as you can tell. Certainly precision to her movements.
Sure. Cool beans. I guess I just walk in, see if there's any reactions.
Andrew just looks up and gestures for you to come closer.
Sure, I come closer.
Okay, what do you want now?
Just coming here to say bye, say hi. You know, no hard feelings, right?
The performance stumbles to a stop. The temperature in the room feels like it just dropped 10 degrees. Andrew just looks at the two mortal dancers and says, "You two, out." They scramble for the door. No hard feelings. Really? You fucked us.
What? It's a matter of perception, okay? Really, you fucked yourself.
Roll initiative.
Uh,
We knew one day his sarcasm would just kill him.
you know, famous last
Oh,
words, right?
What are you gonna do? Stab me? You could have said that. You would have been ultimately better off. You're so
No,
hot.
I mean,
I wouldn't even
mean-
say that Vivian would be particularly against this.
I think everyone wants him dead, so I think it's fine.
I mean, Vivian doesn't hate him or anything, but you know, he did kind of go against the rules, and she just couldn't think of a reason to punish him for doing something for her.
You really want to get killed with your character arm, don't you?
maybe.
Please roll
I
initiative.
mean, not particular. Yeah.
Unless you roll a 20 or higher, you're dead.
Not necessarily. Remember, he can do other things. He's the La Sombra.
They're also Toreador.
You are so dead.
Lol.
You're so dead.
And they know
Nah, he
he's
has
a
a good
las-
shot.
They know
They don't have ag damage.
They know he's a La Sombra. Okay, let's see. What would they go with in order
mean,
to fuck him?
I'm not looking for a fight, but I mean, sure, Doc.
Okay,
You sounded like you were so hard.
so you notice the temperature in the room drop further. What do you do?
I don't have a destiny plan, right? Just to make that clear.
No.
I mean, okay. I have to wait. I have to check something real quick. This might be important. Fuck. Really? You don't say.
You
I
don't
didn't know
know,
that.
Jackalor. I might have let him take it.
Don't worry, you are the most badass motherfucker in the room. You're La Sombra. Go tentacle rape some bitches.
Of course, the lolly would say that.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just go join the Sabbat.
Cool story. Could I like re-roll my initiative using a luck point? Is that a thing I can do?
It's not a failed roll.
Ah, damn it. I tried.
Yeah,
Don't kill
sadly,
him,
I don't think you can do that in this.
Because my initiative fucking shit, man.
especially not after you rolled.
Really?
I think there might have been some about taking 10 on it with a willpower point, but
No, there isn't. Not that. You're thinking of Dark Heresy. You can spend a fate point to get full initiative automatically.
you're right. I am thinking Dark Heresy and Fate points. Bad.
Lucky.
That's really what's. Yeah.
Either
Lucky
way,
lets him re-roll
3
failed.
failed
Yeah.
rolls per story.
Yeah, he's done it once.
So, what's your declaration? They haven't made a hostile move yet.
Bravely run away. I mean, okay. So what? Do I have my shotgun with me? I presume I would. If I would have taken right. I mean,
You entered
I
Elysium
do-
with your shotgun?
Holy shit, you were out.
no, not the official one. Not the official one. But I do actually wear a trench coat, and I would have hit it. So
You
because
hid your
I thought something
shotgun
like this
in
would
the
come.
Elysium with a bunch of Toreadors.
No,
You were there
Not
for
the
a fight.
official one. Not the official one.
You
Come
know, that's their
Yeah.
excuse. We weren't in Elysium. He came in here with a concealed weapon. He had fucked us before. And we know how deadly La Sombra can be. We've seen the other one rip through Sabbat. We did what we had to, Vivian. We're sorry.
I was just defending myself, okay? I'm just saying.
You can
No,
use
you-
that line if you survive. Not sure you will at this point.
Well, what do?
Really.
You got your shotgun. Sure, I suppose. Why not?
You still have to draw it. If it's concealed, it's essentially under your coat, strapped down in some way. So you have to spend either an action or split your dice pool to draw it.
And quick draw doesn't exist.
There's
I mean,
only 4 of them.
Not really. I mean, I don't really want to kill him. Like, jeez.
Think of all the disc points you could get if you consumed them.
Yeah. Good thought. I mean. Fuck it. Let's do this. Why not?
Fast speed.
I'm gonna, I guess, pull out my shotgun, I guess, and try to fucking
If
shoot
you're-
Campbell in the fucking face.
Okay. So you're splitting for that? If you're drawing a weapon, you can use Dex firearms at difficulty 4 while while you're splitting your dice pool to draw it on the same turn and just open up. Keep in mind, you also have a semi-auto shotgun, so if you are doing multiple action things, you could take up to 3 shots.
Right. In that case, I'm just gonna draw my shotgun, but I'm gonna buff my dex up to 6. Yeah,
It
that's
is
what I'll
good
do.
to remember that in splitting your actions, it does work as if it was on celerity.
Yes, so the first action goes on your
Actually,
normal
I do have
initiative, and the second one goes off after everyone's taken their first celerity action in your case, etc, etc, etc.
Actually, it does say that with celerity, just even having 1 point.
Yes,
I don't
on
think,
celerity, but splitting works the same way in our game. It happens at the end of the initiative. The extra actions,
We
that
discovered
is.
it was actually in the core rules.
Yeah, we did.
No way.
So if I were to pull out my shotgun and then try to attack him, it would split my dice, right? Is that the final ruling?
Yep. it
Yes, it would. And you can... Okay, you could do it this way. You can either use your whole main action to draw, and use your celerity to attack, or you can use part of your main action to draw, in which case you would have to roll to draw. Use part of your main action to shoot, and then use your celerity action to either shoot or dodge or whatever on top of that. The celerity action
Okay.
can be split, but you can still split your main action while using celerity as well.
I'm just gonna pull out my shotgun and buff my dex up to 3, and I guess spend an additional blood point to get an extra action. Using my celerity.
Okay.
So your main action is
I
just to
guess.
draw the gun, celerity to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And probably. Do you want to do that to? We'll do it to the Toreador Primogen. Why not?
You're not
We
gonna
all
summon
saw
that
him
ghost?
go for his gun, at which point we collectively ripped him apart. Sheriff, he went for the weapon
mean-
first.
Why not?
They would be telling the truth. It would be a charisma expression roll too.
Okay, I think I need to roll blood pools for all of them.
Well, I mean, I let them actually attack me first, because I'm not fucking. Like, if they attack me
You
first,
drew
I'm
your
not fucking
weapon. That's just what they're going with.
Well, this is just the like they actually. I have. This is just what I'm planning on doing.
Okay, I'm
But,
gonna
like,
go
the
through the
order
declarations
has-
for NPCs in order. Elfrida, seeing what is happening, is gonna use her main action to rush over her things and open her bag, and a celerity action to pull out a weapon from there. Because she did not have a weapon on her in her dancing outfit. Andrew? Andrew is not happy with you. Andrew?
Really.
Let's see how much blood Andrew has. Andrew. Plenty of. Andrew is gonna spend 3 blood points. He is gonna draw his weapon with his main action, use 1 celerity action, or actually, yeah, he kind of sucks on the celerity thing. Well, let's see, how would he want to handle this? Yeah, I know how he would want to handle this. He's gonna use Dread Gaze on you with his main action and celerity actions. 1, draw a revolver, and 2, actions to take 2 shots at you. Because, you know, fuck you.
By the way, real quick question: who were you shooting at?
Andrew, he was aiming at the Primogen.
All right, so he's aiming at the Primogen. Okay.
Okay, how full on blood is Marcella? Not very, luckily. Okay, Marcella is gonna split her main action between drawing and firing on you. And she's gonna spend 1 blood point on 1 extra celerity action for another shot. As well. Fuck you. And let's see. Justin, roll a luck die. Sad.
Oh boy. Wait, no, not that.
There should be a macro, which should be... Okay, he's gonna step over to one of the windows where his coat is parked along with the rifle leaned against the windowsill. Gonna essentially pick it up and spend probably 1 celerity action if he's full on blood, which he is, apparently. Yeah, he's gonna spend a celerity action to just take a shot at you at full dice pool. So, he goes over. Marcella rolls to draw. And let's split it evenly. So, manages to draw a light pistol. So, Andrew was dread gazing you with his main action. And it was... What was the difficulty set by Wits Courage, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
So what's your
The
Wits plus
difficulty
Courage?
Is the difficulty the person's charisma intimidation?
No, because you roll your charisma intimidation
also have-
versus their stuff.
For the record, I also have Iron Will, if that changes anything.
It
This
does.
is emotional manipulation. I think Iron Will doesn't apply to presence.
Iron Will does. I'm pretty sure it does. Let me
I'm
double
pretty
check.
sure it doesn't. We should look it up. But what's your difficulty for Wits plus Courage without Iron Will?
Let's see here. It's gonna be in total 8.
Okay, I guess it does because
So
any
it
mind.
works on Dementation, Dominate, or any other mind-altering magic, spell, or thaumaturgy path against your character are at +3.
This mirror does not
Not
affect
specifically
presence
presence.
or other powers dealing with emotions. Right at the very end.
And yet it affects Dementation,
Yeah.
which is fun. But yeah, all right.
Okay, so it's an 8 for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He hisses at you. You lose 2 dice from your pool. And Elfrida is running over to her bag to rummage for her weapon. And you draw your shotgun, which takes us back to the top, right?
Yep.
Well, that's I do spend like a blood for 1 blood point for
Yes.
this reaction to actually shoot him in
Yep.
the face.
We're aware.
So
You also said you buffed your dex.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that too.
Okay. Okay.
though,
Yeah.
just to make sure, I think if you're doing your celerity action, you can only buff by 2,
Yes, that
not
is
3.
an important point. Essentially, the blood pattern works this way. Celerity, no matter how much celerity you're burning, always takes exactly 1 of your blood per turn things.
Yep.
So you have 2 left over for other things, essentially.
Seems legit.
Okay. He happily managed to miss, which brings us to Marcella, who is gonna fire the first from where she is, and that one hits. Please roll to soak a point of lethal.
So that's just based on my stamina, right?
Yep. Unless you have fortitude or something. Yes.
Is there a macro for that, or I just do it manually?
Nope. Just roll it.
Cool.
But unless you make a
Cool beans.
macro on your thing. But yeah. No default.
Just do the Word of Darkness macro. It's just input your stamina. No, wrong.
Just use the roll macro and use 2d10s.
Oh, yeah.
If that's
It's yes.
Oh boy,
Simpleness.
I have 2, right? Yeah, 2.
Be glad we let you do that because it's the right amount of dice, but definitely the wrong difficulty.
okay. You soak that.
Yeah, you don't say.
There's now gunfire.
I'm having doubts about this. I don't know about you guys.
You see Andrew pull out a heavy revolver from somewhere under the cushions on the couch.
It's like he knows.
Yep. Elfrida draws another light pistol. And you are able to take your shot. This is your chance to ventilate someone's brains. Probably your only chance.
You should probably kill the one that hits you first, or the most.
No, he was literally aiming for the Primogen.
Yeah, that's what he
Oh.
said. So unless he wants
Oh,
to change targets.
Wow, scrub.
I mean,
Remove their leader. It'll make them hesitate.
clearly. Yes, my thought
Just-
process exactly.
Just remember, -2 to your
Uh.
dice pool, because you are affected by the red gaze.
Okay, so let's see. Your firearms 4. My dex is up to 5, so that's 9.
You're
So minus
you
2.
yeah, you would be at 7. The celerity action you're using, so you don't get the bonus dice from that.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good
4
shot.
successes.
It is just a body shot, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, just body.
Okay.
Okay, if you're sure you want to do it that way.
I mean, I can't do it any other way, right? I can't just aim, right?
You can aim for the head, it's just +2 difficulty. I'll let you re-roll that at 8.
I mean, nah, I'd rather not. I'm fine with this.
Okay. That's your
Are
choice.
you
You do know how
Com-
vampires
I
work
mean-
with damage, right? Just to
Common
make sure.
sense
I know.
says that if you want to do real damage to the vampire, you should aim for the head. Probably the last bit of advice the common sense will give you.
Yeah, but yeah, sure. It's like it does actually then like aggravate, not aggravate.
You need
Fucking leave.
no
But
damage.
then, but it's a
You-
higher fucking difficulty. So I mean, that kind of cancels out, to be honest.
No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Because you're hitting a vampire, weapons deal bashing unless it's a headshot. And they have all bashing damage.
Yeah, but then it's just like 2 degrees higher, like in difficulty. So
Trust me, it's worth just do that shot.
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's,
a
it's his
bit-
choice. It's
it's
his
a
choice
bit-
if he wants to go for it. He'll find out how bashing works then. It'll be a good final lesson.
I know that I know half damage for bashing, but I mean, sure. I mean, sure.
Okay,
I
roll
guess
for
I'll-
damage then, if you wish to go with this.
I mean, it seems to me mathematically it just doesn't like.
It's
But-
not.
I mean,
It's not.
Epic
Don't
will
worry,
know.
he'll find out. He'll find out.
okay.
Whatever.
I mean, I guess I'll. Okay, fine. I'll switch. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do
Okay.
name and headshot. How about that? Jeez.
You know what? Let's help him
Okay.
out real quick. Let's simulate both of them because he is new to
No,
this. He's not used to the combat.
let's explain it to him.
I know
Just okay.
I know
you
what it does.
Let's see. Here, with 4 successes, you would have had 11 bashing on him. Okay, let's say you deal perfect damage and he doesn't soak. He takes it down to 5 that actually go through. You do a headshot with a bear hit and draw perfect 8 successes and he doesn't soak, he's instantly in torpor. Does that illustrate it for you?
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, makes sense.
There we go.
Yeah. Just so you know, basically, you just gave up a total of 3 successes in that situation. In exchange, you dealt an extra 3 damage.
I guess if it. Yeah, I suppose if it doesn't count the. I forgot. Yeah, the actual initial fucking yeah.
Well, also, technically, he has one more die because it's head. It's
Yes,
+1
exactly.
damage.
Yep. But yeah, just giving up the illustration, you know?
Mhm.
All right, sure, fine. I guess I will do the aim shot thing then. Yeah. I guess I'll
Don't
just
worry.
roll again.
People didn't realize how to shoot vampires for a while initially on this stuff.
Okay, that's
Sure.
a hit. So it's a base of 8 for a shotgun plus 1 for hitting them in the head, and it's lethal. So 9 dice of damage.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay.
Not
Okay,
perfect successes, but 5.
Have
Which
is
is
a
a-
lot.
which is a whole lot more than you would have otherwise gotten. You actually hurt him.
Okay.
He's down to,
Cool story.
well, he's down 4 health levels. Okay, we go back to the top. Justin is done for the round. Marcella has one more shot, this one at full dice pool because she took one celerity action.
Correct. Yep.
So, for this, since we did say that you are allowed to move as part of celerity action, she's gonna move within point blank range of you. Okay, dice pulls, dice pulls, dice pulls. This should be at 6 since she's so fucking close. And apparently the bullet does nothing.
I am the nightmare. You can't see me. You can't see
It went
me.
perfectly on your skull and just went ding, just glanced right off.
I'm a lucky bastard. So what can I say?
Andrew is gonna move up as well because, well, fuck you essentially.
Spend willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Yes, he does. Gonna take 2 shots, one of which misses,
Wow.
and
getting
both of
ridiculous.
which miss.
Holy shit.
You
What the
lived to
fuck?
round 1!
That's
Okay.
actually quite impressive.
Yep.
Like, holy shit,
So-
he actually survived the round.
Yep.
Round 2. Everybody has their weapons out.
So, declare. What do?
One more. Let's take out the fucking Primogen. Fuck him. Oh, fuck you too, buddy. I'm also spending another blood point. 2 shots. Fuck him.
Okay.
Yes, buff your stamina.
Yeah, that too, actually. Well, let me see actually how much blood I have. 1 second. Probably should have. Yeah.
Do you remember to take down 1 point for the night changing over?
One there. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put spending 1 more in the celerity action and let's see here. Gonna buff my dex 1 more and my stamina 1 more.
Okay. Elfrida is gonna take a shot from across the hull at your head. This place probably isn't more than 20 meters across, so you should be within normal range for a light pistol. Andrew is gonna take a shot at your head at almost his full dice pool. He's gonna spend 1 blood point for trying to dodge one of your shots. And let's see. Not worth trying to heal, not enough stats, but he's gonna spend a point to buff stamina by. No, let's buff dex. Fuck it. Gotta go fast. So, Marcella. Marcella is in point blank. Marcella's gonna take 3 shots without using celerity, splitting her dice pool with a light pistol, all at your head. And Justin is gonna take a single shot at your head. So, starting with Justin. So, 4 lethal on the board, please soak.
Just goes nothing.
Okay, that's 2 points of lethal. Let's make sure that I have Marcella's stats right. So, total of 9 dice in this pool. Splitting evenly. The first shot. I guess. What's a suitable take? We're gonna say that Marcella is rolling for Roger because the gun explodes in her hand.
Okay. If I actually come out of this alive, I'm gonna fucking.
She runs.
Marcella,
away.
it didn't actually cause damage, but an explosion that's just like singes your eyebrows for a vampire, that's certainly startling. So, Andrew. Andrew rolls 6 dice, and he's definitely spending willpower on this because, well, shit.
I'm going to get you.
Please soak.
Cool start, bro. Remember when I wanted to find Andy? Yeah, those good times.
So, you are down to mold, I think, at this point, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to track it in the boxes on your sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay, note that in. And then it's Elfrida's turn to try and shoot a bitch. For the clan! Please soak that as well. Turns out it's the bitch fledgling that ends up taking him down.
Oh, D.
Look.
D-R.
He's probably still living through this round. Depending on their celerity actions.
You say that.
He's almost certainly dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, what
He's
you know.
dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
So, you are incapped.
Yay.
Luckily for you, they are not immediately gonna be able to slaughter you. So, go ahead and declare for the next round. What are you doing?
Let's see here.
Technically, you can heal up and try and get another shot off or two.
Well,
Yeah,
technically,
fucking-
but he would be just healing this round, so...
Fuck him. I'm gonna pull out my fucking tentacles, bitch. What's up?
You're incapped. You are
Remember,
already
you
down.
can heal and do something else at the same time.
You can, but he's already down, though, at incapped.
I'll just stand it. Fuck it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just surrender. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. I just surrender.
Well... Andrew just stands over and puts the revolver against the side of your head. Say goodnight, bitch.
I smile.
He pulls the
That's
trigger.
Fucking...
Last thing you hear is, "Ah, not the carpet!" You are in torpor.
How high was your path rating again?
What
I'm-
path rating?
Humanity is a path,
Yeah.
regardless of what people say.
It is.
I mean,
4,
you're
so-
assuming they're gonna keep him alive, but I think Andrew doesn't give a fuck anymore, and he's pretty sure his entire clan would back him, so he's just gonna finish this cunt off.
That's fine. That's what he does.
And nobody sheds a tear.
Everyone's pressing F in the Twitch chat.
Well, it was a good run, Sad. You had many pivotal moments. I suppose
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
another person in here, though.
We'll
Yeah.
see how I decide to roll with it, maybe. I'll figure out how to arrange the logistics.
Okay.
He was in the
was fun
city
while I left.
for 3.5 days, if you're being generous. Just like a real player character. Like a real neonate.
Famous
Hey, you lasted
last
longer
words.
than me, huh?
Famous last
To be
words.
fair,
Hey, it's really a matter of perspective. You fucked yourselves.
To be fair, he was given more opportunity than Bacon to fix things a lot of the time.
Yeah. Sadly, he managed to fuck up on every account.
We allowed a lot of things because he's a new player to not completely fuck him over, but well, you know, switching sides so often and then going over to your former boss is not a great idea.
Yeah, it's like on the list of
Technically, he was
things
never
to
my
not
boss, but
do. Yes, they were your boss, effectively.
They
not
were.
well, specifically Gretchen, but whatever.
No.
Look, you killed your boss, and
The
the
man
other bosses, your managers, didn't like it.
Really?
Don't tell the others, but look at the message I sent you. Well,
All right.
I'm curious.
So yeah, that was the thing.
meanwhile, in Toreador Elysium, someone get the dustpan.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
I'm glad. I'm glad it went down in a way that wouldn't, you know, make you mad or particularly sad.
Get you.
Death happens. It's a thing.
Aw. Mean.
Name it Nightmare.
God's fucking.
And this is how the Toreador Primogen got a shotgun with the nickname of Nightmare.
Funny story how I got it. You'll never believe it.
It was a nightmare.
It's going to be a nightmare.
Oh, jeez.
He's smart. Andrew, that is. Average.
Well,
And-
don't. If it makes it better, I've left a present for y'all. Take care.
All right, have a good day. If you want, you can stay around, see how things go.
Okay.
Probably gotta study for finals anyway. See you guys later.
Okay.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Yeah.
week, hopefully, for Warhammer.
Warhammer.
In the meantime, Bacon, you have had a chance to heal a point of ag by now. You may communicate with the werewolves. You just sat at the table at this point, propped up. Not even threatening you, none of them are in war form.
Oh, I was muted. How are you all different from the other werewolves?
Well, for one thing, we don't kill vampires on sight.
Oh, that is good.
You know what I was thinking? How do you feel about taking a swim in their special pond and filling it with your blood?
Um. Oh. What would be the consequences of that? Besides they probably rushing to kill me.
Well, it would make it useless to them, so they'd probably move out. Probably make it useless
Oh.
to them. Should. I mean, it has to make it useless. No way, it wouldn't, right? Just nods around the table. Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense.
Um. Not too sure about that. It seems to be too good to be true.
Okay, okay. We're all friends here. We have a common goal. Those fuckers need to go die in a fire, right?
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, good. So, are there any vampires you don't like here? Ones that conveniently hate those fucks just as much as you do?
Hmm. Well, there is this one guy that really likes hunting, but I don't know. Usually the people that I like, it's trying to deal peacefully with them.
Which people are trying to deal peacefully with them, and how easily can you lure those people to us?
Well, there's Vivian, probably I don't know, ruler or new puppet master of the city, and oh, I could never lure her through a trap. Probably knows about you guys already. She can see around the city. She knows about everything that's happening. It's hell.
She sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, and to make things worse, she's like this little girl, very annoying.
I see, I see. You've had it so rough. How do we get her to leave the city? Or die, or anything really?
Mm.
Or how do we get her to change her mind about those fuckers over yonder?
It would be a hard process. She's very into humanity and being nice and stuff like that. Uh, I don't know. If you guys find a way to get her close to her without her noticing, like some sort of way to cloak presence or something that is very strong against vampire senses, you should probably get it, but besides that, it's almost impossible.
Okay, where can we find her? Preferably away from people who would protect her.
Hmm. He usually is on the meeting place that we have, so and always walks with her near Ghoul, so it's going to be very hard to find her alone.
Your kind doesn't like fire much, right?
No, it's a weak point.
That's good to know. Very good to know. Okay, what else can you tell us that might be useful for making our mutual problems go away?
There's this very strong guy that was willing to go kill the local werewolves if I give him some faith as captives.
Faye? What the fuck do you mean by Faye?
Magical fairy-like creatures. Never seen them. They seem to be around on the city.
Oh, you mean those fuckers? One of the others speaks up.
Yeah, but it seems that capturing them is very hard, and I don't know if he's still up for the deal.
Right, right, right. So do they like have a place around here or something?
Uh, they seem to be around the area where the girl that is a big problem lives, in the
Ooh,
north of the
what
city.
area is that?
Oh, I show off, tell the general directions.
So, here's the thing. We are gonna, one of them place a hand on your shoulder, make you better than you are right now. We're gonna show you true enlightenment. Now, I know, a lot of you are kind of like, I can't, and, I have to be, like, cool and shit, but trust me, you're gonna enjoy this.
I'm not too sure about that.
Roll a Tate Epic. Yeah, again, not sure where from, but someone's planning to fuck with the established order, foundations of your power, etc., which would probably mean the Malkavians in some way.
I would be going through a list of just to see if anyone's in the middle of a meeting then. The highest on that would actually be Andy.
Okay.
Andy,
Andy,
Toreador.
the Toreador are shoveling the ashes of what used to be a vampire in a very small bag right now. Andy is going through papers and it looks like deeds to various properties. Behind him is an open suitcase.
All right then. Well, that one's not fucking me over. They're currently doing something with a bunch of ashes from a vampire. I might have something to do with it. Finish the rounds. Go over to Thorbrand, and lastly, this guy over here.
To, Sir Alan, that is.
Yeah, he's on the list. He's just not particularly high,
Okay.
so there'll be some time.
Thorbrand is very carefully watching the wolves as they move around. He's healed he's nearly healed one of the points of ag, and you're pretty sure he's weighing his chances for making a dash for it.
I'll just hope that he has the intelligence to not make a dash in the middle of a bunch of werewolves that for some reason kept him alive.
I mean,
If he does that, it's his own damn fault.
I mean, you say that, but it's fucking Thorbrand. Let me take down the blood so I don't forget.
It's really his own fault at that point.
Yeah, except he doesn't know if help is coming.
Oh, that's a good point. They probably didn't tell him yet. I'll just send a thought towards Thorbrand. I hope it goes through. Difficulty 9. I don't know. Maybe.
Go ahead and roll for it, then.
I'll try and. Want me to just do general difficulty then?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 What do you send to him?
Thorbrand, the werewolves are gonna keep you alive for now. We're negotiating for release. They should be asking you what happened soon. or bringing you over here. Either way, we're meeting up in a week.
Okay. He doesn't really respond. Possibly doesn't want to give the game away.
I don't mind. I figure you probably wouldn't respond. I was just trying to send a thought. Hopefully it went through.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, when you move over to Alan Percy, he's at the table and the women are asking him, so, who would dislike this little bitch creature? Actually, other than you, before we move on to your enlightenment.
Holy shit. Well, okay. Apparently this is what set it off. Huh.
Pretty sure that everybody likes her.
Well, not everyone. You're someone and you don't like her, do you? Pats you on the cheek.
More of political enemies.
We can work with that. Now, we're gonna need to take you over to where we come from, and one of our elders is gonna do a little right, and you're gonna take a little trip into an alternate plane, and when you come back, you're gonna be so much wiser, okay?
I switch over to the sheriff. We need to meet up. Gather a lot of people. We got some evil werewolves. And by that I mean like corrupted werewolves of some kind of power thing, spirit shit. Yeah, they have Alan. We're gonna have to go grab him. They're about to try and corrupt him.
You know what? Bucket, I'm tired of living anyway, so at least it's going to be a new experience.
Exactly the bacon I know.
Well, okay then. Problem with the sheriff is that he is still hurt. Is part of the problem. And he has a couple of his people staked and shoved into barrels.
We can fix some of these issues.
Yeah, he's gonna tell you that he can bring some hurt, but if it's that bad, you might want to see if anyone else is interested in coming along.
Yep. I'm going to Elysium anyway. We'll see who wants to come and who has silver.
Okay. So, people congregate on the Elysium. Oh, who's this? She's certainly dead by now.
By the way, just a question. When did you actually was Vivian the entire time in Elysium during this, or?
No, she's heading back
Heading
there.
towards it.
Back over there, and you were heading towards Elysium as well, right, Jackalor?
No, I was packing.
Oh,
He's packing to leave.
where are you planning
I
to
have a
go?
bad feeling.
Vienna?
I don't know yet.
Ah, wherever they send you.
Probably.
No, I think he was just going to run away.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I mean, I'll wait for the final word on it before leaving, but
I mean, it's up to you. I think you're smart enough to know that if they decide on death, you're not getting one, but...
yeah, this is the part of the problem.
So, people are, probably a lot of them are gathering in Elysium. Probably the most filled it's been in a while, what with the recent change in power, etc. So,
Yay. That's exactly what I was hoping for.
yeah, Demi, before Riven arrives, you are just watching the Tremere emissary just casually talking to everyone, shaking hands, trying to beside her disgust at having to, talk to fucking neonates.
She's going to find that apparently the gangrel hate the fucker. And apparently he has some kind of issue with the sheriff. And apparently he's in some other issues too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, technically, it would be worse for you if the Lord came over and took over Chantry, because that's what would happen.
So, Vivian, when you arrive, you see a vampire you don't know making a beeline back to Halfdan.
First of all, who are you?
Oh, you must be Vivian, yes?
Yes, I am Vivian. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Yes, what the fuck did I call her? My name is Aurelia. I am from over in Europe. I'm here to solve your William problem.
That is a pretty nasty problem in a lot of ways.
Yes, I'm just
well,
taking
good luck.
community sounding, seeing just how bad a boy he's been.
Pretty bad, but I have a deal with him. Unless he breaks the deal, I don't do anything to him.
Looks out Halfdan. If you don't mind, Halfdan, could I have a look at the gargoyle?
Sure. Is the gargoyle still with us, or is he? What's with the?
The
what
gargoyle is still staked, as far as I remember.
The gargoyle is staked, but he's with you, probably stored somewhere safe-ish. Because you were gonna re-educate him.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
You did proclaim responsibility to re-educate the gargoyle.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Actually, yeah. Sure, I'll show her where the gargoyle is. Wherever the fuck he is.
Okay. She spends like 4 or 5 minutes just looking at the gargoyle. Let's see what
In that case, while she's doing that, I go up and make my presence known. First of all, announcing the changes in leadership, putting forth that we should all come together, unite as one against, anything that would endanger us. Currently, we will be opening diplomatic channels with those who are willing to talk, and those that are not willing to talk will face a blade or many other things, possibly.
roll charisma
Probably doesn't sound
leadership.
intimidating. Yay, charisma leadership. Does my voice help?
It does, but the kid thing hurts a little. We're gonna say that it goes down to a 5 with everything that you have done and are. Kid, voice, past behavior and competence, etc, etc, etc. And this is an easy sell.
Well, hopefully it goes through. I can't spend my willpower point. I'm still doing shit. So until I can rest, I'm fucked. I got 3. Complete success at least. That's
Okay.
not bad.
There's nods, appreciative looks to see if, everyone else is nodding as well. Until Maxim just slowly raises his hand from off to one side. Vivian? The
Yes, Maxim?
subject of the evening seems to be what to do with William. Do you have an opinion on that?
I will not break my deal with William until he does something else, but he does need to face punishment for his actions. Then, once I have evidence of exactly what happened, of course, he will be punished. Extremely possibly. But we do need to know what happened. I wasn't...
He
OPing
did kill
too much
3 of
on
my
that.
servants and sicked his gargoyle on me.
Ah. We were going over whether or not his gargoyle was actually sick, right? Yes. But he will be facing very severe punishments for killing the ghouls.
Well, he might not have sicked the gargoyle, but in that case, he's at least grossly incompetent, leaving that thing
Agreed.
running around.
Yep. There is a reason I did call him William. What did I call him? One moment. Bring this up. Backstory. We called him William the Oblivious. There is a reason I called him that.
Aurelia, as you're walking back, just says to you, "Sounds like the crowd is turning against your good friend William."
She says to me,
Yeah.
Yes.
I already told you we're all against him. I just don't want to kill him like that.
He wants to face him in single combat. Knives only.
Apparently he has somehow earned the loyalty of this town up to a point. Deeply strange to me how he managed such a thing being what he is, but the evidence is apparently pretty clear. Other than your clanmates who want him dead and everyone else who thinks he's a fuck up, but
Yep. I mean, if Vivian knew about some of the stuff, like, you know, how he broke some of the deal, things like that, William's dead. But before that, nothing.
okay.
Not until evidence and shit. But we have an issue at this time, friends and countrymen. You see, the former prince has been captured by corrupted werewolves. They are not of the cairn in which we are negotiating. They have taken him by force. He currently bleeds in a trailer park somewhere.
One of the gangrel, let's say that it's the lawyer, just, "Oh, I know where that is." He was like, he wanted a challenge, so he went to check it out on his own.
Tell us where it is. We shall gather our silver and find these corrupted were creatures.
Are you sure he didn't provoke them?
I don't know, actually, to be completely honest. At the very least, they are apparently about to take him to their elders and throw him into some kind of pool to corrupt him. So it doesn't sound very nice either way.
Aurelia tries to fade into the shadows because she does not want anyone to think of the fact that she can teleport right now.
So, those who are willing to come with, say aye! And whoever can gather some silver, we need some.
Okay, Bacon. Do you wish to go with them? You might be muted.
Yes, I was muted. I'm just having flashbacks of this Italian guy that found this strange ritual and his friend is trying to do, and he's saying on my head, "Do it." I'm not sure right now. It's been like a month since the last time that did something stupid. I want to go with them.
God bless.
Okay. Then they are already sitting you in the van as the war party is heading out. They're gonna have...
Unfortunately for them, I get to keep tabs on them.
You do. You can certainly try to keep track of them, but it's gonna be a chase.
Well, I figured it was going to be a chase.
I don't even know how to handle it. You probably have managed to gather a war party of at least half a dozen vampires. Mitchell's probably coming with, because fuck it, why not at this point? Everything's gone to shit and he needs to impress the new prince. Couple other gangrel.
Ongoing.
Demi's going. So yeah, there's definitely a party coming. They're meanwhile just casually loading their weapons chest in the back. No idea of the danger that is descending on them.
I wasn't intending to do anything, but I did catch that they are apparently about to leave. We can't have that.
Do you tell them to hurry up, Bacon, or at any point try to make a run for it? There are a few moments where they aren't necessarily looking at you.
No, I don't try to run. I just say to them, let's get over with this already. All this waiting time is getting me bored.
Okay. Shit. How quickly could you make it from the... Well, we're gonna assume that not everyone is carrying a fuck ton of silver, and organizing some cools, etc., and transport for everyone does take a few minutes. I think you're essentially gonna be in the wilderness between towns when you catch up, because they're not gonna be gunning for the speed limit.
Well, we will be, but we have time. We have to set shit up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I suppose let's do it this way. I'm gonna make a secret roll to see just how close any reinforcements they might have would be. So not very close. And a lot of this is really coming down to luck, so Epic, why don't you make a roll to see how quickly an adequate group that feels safe heading out gets their shit together.
Okay, just a luck roll.
Yeah.
Horribly.
I think this, and we don't often do this because it should be a contest, but I think I'm gonna give this choice to Bacon. If he wants to actually do it, I'm gonna say they can make it to a pit quickly enough.
Yeah, I definitely want to do it. I have no idea what they are doing, so it seems to be fun.
Okay.
That's why you
We
should
catch
read.
up to the pit, but it's already in process, whatever's going on.
Essentially, you wouldn't have a large enough group to assault a dark spiral sept or pit, because there would be like at least 30 or 40 werewolves there, even for a not huge settlement. So you would know the location of one, and you would definitely be able to, at least to an extent, ride the clairvoyance in to get some information on them. But luckily it's not right on top of the city, it's like at least an hour's drive away, let's say. And yeah,
So we have a pretty damn close Black Spiral dancer place.
Papa bless.
Well, hour's drive after you get out of the city. So on the freeway, that's like 100 kilometers nearly.
Yeah, not too close.
Yeah,
in the state, though.
in the state, definitely.
Not even particularly far into the state, but it's
Something like that, hour and a bit. I assume you've been gunning it, so you're probably breaking the speed limit even on the freeway. So, you know. Okay. Do you wish to send any messages to Alan before he goes in beyond your reach?
He seems fairly willing to all of this. I suppose I'll just quickly send. Well, I suppose if this is your choice, good luck.
I just say out loud, thank you, Vivian. I'm totally sure that I would die doing this, but whatever.
Well, guys, we're gonna have to head back and there's way too many werewolves over there. We'll need a lot better force to go on with this instead of that.
Okay, Bacon, you're introduced to a corrupted werewolf that has something slimy excreting from his body, just soaking his fur, who welcomes you with green slime dripping from his fangs in war form, leaning on a staff. Well, I haven't really done this a lot with leeches, but if you're willing, I'm willing to try.
Yeah, sure. I think it's going to be a fun experience.
By the way, just so it is known, she doesn't like the worm-tainted ones at all, but that's mostly because she's seen what rights and shit they got. So, no. Otherwise,
Yeah.
she'd be willing to talk to him, and probably still would be, depending on situation.
So, let's see, what should the roll be to come out of this semi-intact? I think willpower at 9.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
And
Yeah.
we're gonna assume that you can't spend willpower on this, because we're essentially gonna assume that you're spending whatever willpower you have as, well, to resist the horrible mind-bending tortures you experience in the Spiral Labyrinth.
Okay. So I will be spending a willpower point. Willpower at 9.
Yes, you're not gonna get auto success for this. We're just gonna say that both of your points just get drained by the experience. It fucks up your mind.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
Fine.
So you walk into the labyrinth and... Remind me, what was your mortal family like? You had a brother, right?
Let's check the backstory.
I'm not sure you even have that written down. I think we just mentioned it in passing.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I think I had a father around, but yeah, he had a brother. I think he had one during. Yeah, he had.
Okay, so at first it conjures images of your experience as a mortal with your family. Highlighting all the ways in which your parents were neglectful and horrible to you. How do you respond to those images? It's like a dreamscape. You can just go ham and start slicing your family to ribbons if you wish.
He doesn't care that much. That time, he doesn't care about his family. He realizes what they were doing and how he was also in some way a threat to them. Like, at that time, it was very harsh days during the War of the Roses, so everyone was plotting against everyone, even family.
Okay. Hey, good to know. Alright, then it goes on to when you were embraced and your relationship with your sire and him teaching you all the things that it means to be vampiric nobility. and showing all the ways in which he was doing the exact same thing, which kind of justified what your family did to you, except that he was doing it to you, turning you into a tool, using you to fuck over others, encouraging your competition with Neville, because that was a rival branch of the Ventru. No, 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 bad, bad, bad.
I think that his rivalry was present even when both of them was alive.
Yeah, but your sire would have, at least it's showing your sire encouraging it. Again, how do you react to the images of your early days as a vampire? Any fucks given?
Not that much. It's a bit sad to see that desire that he cared so much was treating him almost the same way that his family, but he understood. He did the same to Andy.
Okay. And it seems to latch onto that idea. It just shows you pretty much every betrayal that you have seen, especially when close people fuck each other over for selfish reasons. And it's kind of like an idea that's growing in the back of your mind. It's like the world is already dead and everything is fucked because you are trapped in a rotting world that is gasping out its last few breaths. How do you react to that?
I think it would be some way of fuck the world. Yeah.
Good, good. That's the way. Burn it all down. Punish it. Make it pay. Take what you can before it all burns down. So, what was the roll to switch paths? It was willpower at
Difficulty
8.
9.
It
Or,
was.
Wait, was it 8? I thought it was 9.
It
Oh, it
was
was 8.
something mine, and it was debuffed if you were at less than 3. Well, okay, so you are embracing the idea of the world being a fucked up place. And then it starts showing you images of how you could have done things differently and how you could take advantage of people. It shows you when you first met Vivian and how you could have, for example, gone to assassinate her first instead of Halfdan, and how that might have been safer. How do you react to that?
I doubt this idea because I know that she could see it coming.
You could have made it work as far as you can tell. It feels like you could have made it work, and you should have tried.
So it comes to his mind that maybe he should try later.
Good. Good. Make a conscience roll, by the way. Because slaughtering Vivian and every other child who is that innocent and that bullshit pure seems like a goddamn good idea right now.
Okay. Conscience, difficulty, what?
8. Okay. That's a humanity point gone. Okay. It's now showing you how the city will fall at your feet, because without Vivian, all your enemies won't be able to protect themselves. She's the one holding it together. She did this to you. You're here because of her. She's just like your sire. She just hides it better.
At least my sire was a cool guy.
That's okay. Why don't you give me another willpower roll at 9? Okay. You can feel it starting to rend your mind, but you're holding on to your strength of will for now. So here's a question, Bacon. Are you gonna let the corruption in? Because it's showing you the way. Do you want to do it?
Last time it all went horribly. So yeah, I want to do it.
Everyone's like, do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay. So now you are seeing just yourself slaughtering every pure child you can find to prevent another Vivian from being created. And I assume since you are going along with it that you need to make another conscience roll, because it feels real to you.
No, I regret that.
Okay. Immediately make me another willpower roll, 9 plus 1 this time. Okay. You lose a permanent point of willpower. The worm is essentially lashing your mind and screaming at you that you are betraying it and that what you're doing is wrong. Stop fighting back. It's not worth it.
But I wasn't.
He can't control his own subconscious that much.
Too bad. Let the darkness in, fucker.
No, I lose a willpower point. That's sad.
Don't worry, I might just burn this character to the ground. Okay, let's see. So you can assume that this is continuing for quite a while. Give me 2 more willpower rolls at 9. We'll see if you lose any more. If you fail a roll, that's another permanent point gone. Just so you know.
By the way, wrong roll.
One dice pool.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
That's right, you're 8 now.
Okay. That succeeds. And a second one. Okay.
That succeeded too.
Alright. Give me a willpower at 8 to try and convert to evil revelations focused on the worm.
Yes.
Okay. Switch yourself to conviction. And you have a conviction rating of 1 now and evil revelations of 1. And eventually, what is possibly immediately, possibly days later, you stumble out of the spiral labyrinth. And the werewolf, who looks a lot more blessed by his many weeping sores, is gonna lead you out. So, I think I'm gonna give you 2 shiny derangements and a devil's mark of some kind for your experiences, on top of the lost willpower point.
That's fine.
And you are now happily corrupted.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay.
And that's at the end. It's why you don't try to do politics. It don't work out.
Yeah, fuck politics.
Because it's the politics that did this.
Does he
Yes.
keep the character, or should he come in as a different one?
If you want, Bacon, you can try and re-enter the city and convince the people there to let you live. If the werewolves find you, it might sabotage any alliance, cause it's like, what the fuck you're trying to pull? Letting this live.
I think that the aura of pure evil that I am emanating right now makes things difficult.
Well, that just means you need to climb the path of evil revelations.
That's a good point. I think that
It's up
getting
to
more
you,
evil-
Bacon. I know what I'm doing. What do you want to do?
Ah, I think that this can be considered a good end for Alan, and I can try again and continue playing the game properly.
Okay then.
Uh, let him be like the first one, the fuck up end boss that I will eventually control when things went to shit.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna need to cook up a new character for you, Bacon. And we'll need to decide what exact XP level to give you for the new one. Either way, you're gonna have at least 150. And, well, we can discuss over the
Jack
2 weeks.
may also be making a new character, but that's up to him if he actually runs before leaving some kind of word.
Jackal, you should try to make a new one. Start clean, making up your mistakes.
But there's nowhere to
I've
go.
already created the Bruja Anarch. It's going to be glorious.
Wait a
Oh,
sec.
It's
Wait.
up to you.
Are you also doing a Bruja Anarch?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was also my other character. I wanted Toreador, but then I thought, Bruja sounds fun. What the fuck?
Vivian sets up her princedom, 3 ancillary rolling from the Free State. Why is the revolution not happening?
Great minds. Great minds.
Debbie, you're not coming in quite yet. You still got your character all right.
I
As
know.
far as we
This is gonna
Can't
remind me
stay
of
to school and
Pleasance,
everything.
forever eternal suffering.
This is gonna be... Alan's still gonna come back into the city. If Bacon doesn't want to play him, he'll probably just be NPC'd, but he's gonna be trying to burn things down from the inside either way.
Yeah,
Oh
I know.
yeah, please do that. I don't want to personally do this because I know that I will fuck up and waste a potential good character to make this story interesting. They would probably kill me when I reach the city.
Yeah, they would. They really would.
Well, that's not what I expected the Black Spirals to manage to do, but apparently they got the Pet Elder.
I'm not sure what you expected them to do in some ways, but
Not much of anything at all, to be honest. I expected them to go out with a damp squeak if they were discovered as what they really were.
well, apparently they were able to move too fast to have anything happen to them.
One permanent wisdom for serving the worm and recognizing when to bring back the prize.
All right. Well, there was one other thing I wanted to handle really quick. And that's if, with Alan deciding to go the corrupted pathway of things, I need to go and make sure that someone doesn't get away with too many of his deeds.
William?
No, I was talking about, fuck.
The Toreador? Andrew?
Andrew.
I mean, you can certainly ping him on the way back.
I feel like he seemed to already be grabbing everything he could.
Andrew was just cleaning up the mess. It didn't look at a glance like he was running.
Oh, I thought it looked like he was running.
Andy was
my bad.
heading out, not Andrew.
I was talking about Andy.
Ah, yes, Andy. It does look like he's packing. If you look on him again, it doesn't seem like he's in a rush. He's taking his time, making notes, trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, with your empathy, it doesn't look like get the fuck out of town. It's more like it's time I moved out of my dad's house.
He's grabbing his own things. In that case, I'm just going to see about setting up a meeting with him. I'll get closer before I do, just in case he does try to do anything, though.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll ping him with probably Halfdan with me, if you're alright with that, Demi. Along with the ghouls.
Sure.
Everyone else, they can do whatever they wish. Sadly, it looks like some evil, corrupt things got Alan.
Oh my fucking god, you just gave free license to hunt him down to half the city.
Yeah, what did you think I would do?
I think Mitchell is gonna ask outright, should we is it like a blood hunt then? Should we take him out?
You know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and put a blood hunt on him. They're not taking him and doing anything nice, and he seemed fairly willing at the end there.
I assume you're not okay with someone accidentally, falling forward, fangs going into the neck, eating him.
Not generally. Usually I probably would forgive such an action on a blood hunt, but whatever they're doing to him might be infectious, it seems. Try and avoid any such actions.
Give me a charisma I think that might actually be like charisma cult, in all honesty, to impress them with your understanding of such matters, so they actually listen.
Let's cult. Enchanting voice. I am an elder. I have status 5. What's the total difficulty?
I want to say 6, cause it's really the new bloods who are the bigger problem if one of them somehow gets to Alan.
Alright.
And the child thing kind of fucks you a bit.
On the new bloods, certainly, yeah. I will generally argue for anyone that isn't,
You know how this looks.
Oh, elder and shit. So.
You know how this looks. It's like, oh yes, I'm totally innocent. By the way, the old prince, which I totally accidentally overthrew, is also blood hunted.
You know how this looks? This looks like a surprisingly peaceful way to actually overdo it while killing all opposition. Yes. Yes, it does look that way.
So if Andy leaves, that reduces the retro clan to 1.
So I'm going to meet up with Andy. I'm going to try and get whatever kind of stuff he has on, the financial situation of the Ventru, what deeds are to the tower, etc., etc.
Okay.
And I have a couple guards just in case he tries any bullshit.
When you walk in, Andy is just like casually stirring something alcoholic with a really dejected look on his face. He's like in the lobby of whatever hotel he's staying in. Or
You said
you-
he was in the tower.
We're gonna say that he's moved to a nearby bar at that point, when you actually reach there.
Oh. Sure. I'm more than willing to just talk to him. It's all fine. So, Andy,
He's dead, isn't he?
actually, it seems he's probably corrupted by some kind of, higher being-ish kind
No,
of deal.
he's dead. I felt the bond snap.
He's either dead or that's happened. Either way, there's now a blood hunt on him, just in case. Shows up.
Oh, I see. Well, you don't need to worry about me. I'm leaving town soon anyway. Not gonna be a problem for your role.
Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
Cold! Fucking cold!
But we do need to make sure of other things, of the domain of your sire.
I've arranged the
And-
paperwork. It should be in order, laid out properly.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you or anything. I'm not gonna chase you out or anything either. I didn't really have a happened. Things went horribly. I apologize.
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back around this way in a decade or two.
Right. Did you have any plans to go anywhere?
I don't know. Alan was always talking about this Neville. I might go or see how his city is doing. See if he has a place for me.
If you want, I would be more than willing to try and arrange something with Wolfram.
I might take you up on that, but I think I'm gonna go over to what was it, Florida that Neville was based on? I think I'll go over to Florida first.
I don't really have any connections over there, but I will certainly spread the word that you're heading that way.
And he changes his plans and heads north instead. After you alert everyone where he's going.
That's his choice. I mean, I'm just trying to, set it up so that he doesn't have issues by getting over there.
It's good
Wherever
that
he's
remember
going.
his our last words to him. Don't trust Vivian.
Oh, that's fucking right.
So, other than that, throughout this conversation, I'm just going to spend my last willpower point to try and read his mind. Make sure he
Okay.
doesn't try to fuck me.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Don't know what his willpower is or anything, so just, I guess. If it's 4, I'm actually pretty good. If not, I'm just getting general thoughts and stuff.
It looks like he's not really planning to fuck you. He's going over and over in his mind about every lesson his sire ever gave him and all the traditions he's been taught.
Yep, the only thing I bring up then is the connections his sire had, anything that was left around the city. Make sure I'm reading him when he goes over that, that's all.
Mostly I was just managing his finances. Let's see, how rich was Alan? Alan was at 6. Andy has skimmed a bit off the top. But most of the stuff is carefully arranged. He's just, when he realized that his sire was, dead, or he thought that since he felt the bond snap, he just, a couple of counts he casually forgot to put in the paperwork he prepared, but that's it.
It's nothing like, multi-millions or anything like that, right? Just,
It's a
skimming stuff.
nest egg. For him, it's gonna raise him from 3 to 4 resources, but it's not like he's taking half the stock that Alan owned in the factory or anything. He's not fucking you. He's just skimming a smidge.
I'm not even gonna bring it up or anything. You can go.
Probably taking a couple of heirlooms, like his second most favorite sword.
Yeah, none of that matters. As just making sure that he didn't like. Oh yeah, and in like 3 years, the finances are gonna explode because shit was set up.
Oh no, he
Well,
expects that to happen pretty quickly if the civil rights movement keeps heating up like it's been doing. Especially with all the blacks that Alan insisted on hiring over qualified white personnel.
All right, good. Well, it's not his fuck up then. That's just Alan. All right then. I'll make sure everything's set up. Whenever you wish to go or anything like that, don't worry about it. Go on. Make sure you have a nice night, okay?
Sure. I wish I could still drink alcohol.
I'll be there in a sec, Vivian. Since Vivian's probably leaving, I'm just gonna stay behind for a bit just to talk to Andy.
Sure.
Vivian goes off to appropriate resources 6 from Alan.
God fucking bless. So Andy, before you go, let me just state some things before you go. You're different from others. You've got potential, you've got heart, you've got integrity to a degree. You can achieve a lot in this world. So don't be put down. Just be yourself, be pure, and achieve something in life. You've got, well, technically infinite amount of life, so I can believe in you. I've known you for a little bit. I've seen it in your eyes. Just be yourself, and good luck out there.
Roll charisma leadership, Demi.
Difficulty?
You have enchanting voice, don't you? Roll it 4.
Yep, he does.
Yeah, he seems to perk up a little before the mind reading cuts off. You just see the shining image of Alan standing proud before Andy and telling him with a hand on his shoulder, Andy, you have been ready for a long time.
This makes her quite happy. At least he's not, going to go and sit and waste somewhere.
50 years later, until Andy rolls in from his new city with the core party. I have come to claim my inheritance.
Vivian just looks down at him. Well, good luck, as I am now owning the entire state of Michigan. Missouri, whatever it was.
Doesn't even know what state she rules. Clearly Tomal gave it to be trusted with power. Okay then. Well, I guess let's start with which NPCs deserve extra XP.
Andy?
Louisiana. Shit. It's fucking Louisiana.
Okay, Demi wants to give one of his points to Andy. Anyone else giving stuff to Andy?
I'm going to give one to
I
Andy.
would, but I want to give mine to Vita.
Oh, you have 2, remember?
Sweet. One goes to Andy, one goes to Vita.
Okay. So, let's see. Vita. There you are.
I'd give one to Andrew.
Okay. One of yours to Andrew. Bear with me, I'm scrolling through things. Because he killed Sad, so just casually.
Yeah.
Okay, Bacon. I think you were gonna give one to Andy, but you were beaten to it.
Yeah, I'm going to give one to each of my ghouls. They deserve it as a parting gift.
Yeah, I think those goals are going with Andy. He's gonna be their new daddy.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm pretty
I go with
sure
it.
Uh,
Okay, good. So that leaves 1 point from Jackalor and 1 from Demi that still needs to be accounted for.
yeah, I'm thinking who to give, but nobody really. I can't remember any of the NPCs did much this session.
Yeah, not a huge amount, no.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else really.
We'll pick someone. Who do you like? Who did something?
What about I'm gonna just for the meme. Let's give it to Derek. I think he's learned some shit.
Mostly fear, but yes.
I'll give it to Leonard.
Okay. Who was busy pulling bullets out of his skull and trying to get the brains out of the suit before realizing that brains never truly wash out. Okay, so lessons learned. Vivian, your defining lesson for the session.
My defining lesson for this session is that apparently, even though I really want to help people, people don't really want to be helped sometimes.
Okay, Alan.
I think the final lesson is fuck everything. They all deserve to die.
Ah, yes. Definitely destroy one person.
Yeah.
Okay, William. As you're packing your bags, preparing for the execution.
I am so fucked.
Havdan.
Politics was a mistake.
You mean anime was a mistake? No politics.
It's a mistake. I think that now I don't even have time to try to read the books.
Don't worry, you're becoming an Ancilla. You go down on the rankings of stuff.
Yeah,
Just don't
and it's
forget
going
to
to
take
be
common sense.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
sure.
get to take common sense again.
Oh shit.
Oh. Well, we all know that the next character is going to be shittier than the first one.
I mean, you technically read the books if you had 1 dot in academics, right?
Let me fuck you. Okay. Awesome point and mercy point. I think mercy point, it would go to Alan, but I think Jackalor deserves it just as much and he's gonna continue playing.
Yeah.
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 In fact, basically we had 3 contestants, but 2 died, so 1 left. There's your
Hey,
mercy point.
I'm still alive.
I know Vivian kind of was in the center of a lot of things, but a lot of it kind of fell into her lap because the werewolves are, well, essentially desperate, and
I
media-
made it the awesome point anyway because of the encounter with the werewolves. Did manage to get through that rampaging werewolf.
what do you guys think? Interactions with
Yeah.
werewolf in general.
Yeah.
Technically, if we're gonna be in interactions with werewolf, technically it goes to Alan.
He's dead.
No, I'm
Kind
not.
of. NPC'd.
It was voluntary, okay?
His hate festers into XP.
Megalomania and Paranoia, I think, are 2 good fits here.
Oh, fuck yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it didn't change so much about the base character.
Basically, it's just Alan again.
Oh my fucking god, I know what Alan in his incarnation as a douchebag would do. He declares himself anarch.
Ah.
Top 10 anime betrayals. The entire Ventral clan goes, what the actual fuck?
No, I know what I'm already gonna do, and apparently the blood bond was broken. So whatever has happened, Alan is effectively dead. Blood hunt. Announcement to the Ventru in general as well. Beware of your former clanmate.
Sit down with the entire Ventral clan one-on-one.
Beware of your former clanmate, the former prince. Do you understand, Neonate?
Someone's so gonna try and eat him. Except you got like 6 success, so it should be okay.
I know, I did real good. This isn't even counting my specialties, which may or may not have applied.
Okay. Sure, take the extra point. Jacklord, take an extra point. Demi, you get 2, and the day of the glorious protests and whatever happens then ticks ever closer.
God bless.
Yay! I'm making
Come
my
on.
plans and everything for that.
Remember, Path of Mercury it's 3.
I don't think you have used it since you raised it to 2.
Sadly, no.
Then no. You're not buying an escape route that easily.
So, can I get a willpower point back? I hope. End of session.
I'll give you all 1 for the end of session.
And I wish I could say that I got more, but
I think
I tried to help people, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, generally people were kind of, no, not really.
Yeah, that's what I felt too. Makes me a little sad.
So we
but
should figure out
hey.
what the exact date is for this in-game day, based on how the tickers are going. I think it was like Mardi Gras in 61 was like 14th of February, so can we say that's like the 3rd of February right now in-game?
When is the Mardi Gras?
I think it's 14th.
14th? Oh, yeah, sure.
It sounds about right, because we said it was like 2 weeks away when we started this arc.
Yep.
So it's like the 3rd or 4th right now.
So, should I make any rolls on what I retained from Alan's finances and shit?
Let's see, you are at resources 4, right?
Yep.
I think this would be a roll on Andy's part to how well he made it transferable to you. Because he's the one managing all the paperwork, preparing the signatures, etc.
I figure it's probably going to be a bit of both of us, but he is the primary guy, yeah. Ducked.
Apparently he is grieving. Go ahead and tick yourself up to resources 5. Apparently your share in the factory needs the counter signature of the Ravnos to transfer to you fully. So Andy's...
as long as I got half of that, that's fine. I don't need like the full thing there.
I mean, essentially...
is there any other resources that ended up getting missed a little bit?
Essentially, the way this works out is the factory essentially accounts for the 6 dot of resources. So you go up to 5, you get his other ventures that he owns solely, but either by choice or through negligence, the way Andy has drawn up the paperwork essentially means that you're not getting the factory unless you talk the Ravnos into agreeing to it and giving his signature to that paperwork.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you want a 6 dot, you're essentially gonna have to go through Ravnos, otherwise it will, after a couple months, revert to his full ownership.
Okay. Does this mean I now own the Venture Tower?
Yes, it does.
Oh, so you can finish constructing the napalm chamber I recommend continue that.
So that is now Vivian's territory, apparently. I've moved the milk symbol over.
Uh, so how many dots of domain is that?
The tower itself, once you learn to navigate it, was like 5 or 6, I think. It is 6. 4 in size, 2 in security. So once you get the security answering to you properly and learn all the nooks and crannies, that's gonna be a hefty private domain. Provided you want to just,
fun.
move in and, make it yours.
Well, it solves a lot of the issues I was about to have. I was going to spend resources on making a good gathering place for the Primogen. Who knew?
You can use the old council room. It's still under the prince's control.
Oh no. That's the worst part of everything. She got a chair, a slightly better chair.
Oh my god, my background dots have become insane.
You get so much free stuff, it's ridiculous. Everyone just
yay.
falling themselves over
Okay.
themselves just to give you free
One
stuff.
of your ghoul reports the next night that Alan was spotted trying to break into the storage for the furniture.
He's still around! I follow his. I try and locate him.
We'll get to that next session.
Yes,
But-
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking Bartres on with stealth.
God bless.
Breaks obfuscate at the exact wrong moment.
Remember, he botched his wit stealth. Oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and the stream here. I hope everyone
All
enjoyed
right.
this.
God bless.